Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at Cardano. We're going to have a look at the growth that Cardano's been having. But on top of that, we're going to have a look at some news articles, particularly one that stands out to me for all the wrong reasons. And I'd love to get your views and opinions on it. So do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start on coin market cap. Bitcoin is down 7.59% at the time of recording for the week, 0.13% down for the day at 40,445.88. And yeah, it's still, a relatively red market apart from XRP, which must have had some good news surrounding the lawsuit. And yeah, let's get into the first article, right? And I'm gonna be very clear and transparent from the start. Obviously this video would definitely not be endorsed by Cardano in any way, but one thing that I do want to do is just call out BS when I see it. And there's, I guess, a few reasons why I want to call out 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 here. One is like I kind of feel like they've got an issue with Cardano. I think they need to grow up, and I think articles like this is poor journalism, and ultimately I kind of feel that it's really bad for the space. Seeking opportunities to just put a project down because you've got a personal issue with somebody, for me is just ludicrous, right? And there's all this talk around fake news, but this is it at its finest, I kind of feel. But this is basically it. Cardano price risk 30% drop in Q2 despite major hard fork ahead, right? So Cardano's network growth has done little to help ADA's price shake its multi-month slump. Now, like, let's be honest, it's a multi-month slump for all cryptocurrencies. If we go have a look back here, right, just to illustrate my point, let's go down, right? Let's kind of ignore the top two, right? But let's go Solana, right? Just as an example, the last week it's down 13.61%, Cardano 11.65%, Terra Luna 19.83%, Avalanche 15.04%. I mean, just out of those that I've mentioned alone, it's the least sort of pullback in the last 7 days, right? So to be saying that, or just honing in on Cardano, I think it's very misleading. I think it should be coupled with in line with the rest of the market, but that probably wouldn't fit the strap line of what they're trying to push out here, which is basically FUD in my eyes. Like I say, not married to any bag, but what really does piss me off is the fact that there could be new people in the space that don't realize that 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 have got an issue with Cardano and Charles Hoskinson, for example, and take this as the God honest truth. And let's be quite honest, like if this plays out, which I don't think it will, I'd eat my hat. Not that I'm wearing one, but I guess that's the saying. So Cardano's price risks undergoing a severe correction in the next few months, despite talking about the bolstering of the growth and the major hard fork in June. Now I have illustrated utilizing a chart what has happened in previous videos, what's happened in regards to all the previous upgrades, right? In the lead up to each upgrade, we've seen a price surge, and I'm expecting it to be no different this time, right? But what we have got to consider is the financial landscape, in the world right now, with everything that's happening with Russia and Ukraine, for example. The other financial markets and instruments are all going to have a bearing on this market, right? So, it's one of those. I think, the odd project can still break out, money moves around the market, but ultimately this isn't a Cardano issue. This is a market financial issue, right? Overall, in my humble opinion. Do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Do you agree with me that 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 really need to grow up? and start actually, you know, demonstrating some quality journalism, because this is just shocking, right? And we can talk about you know, channels and all this sort of stuff. You know, let's sort of marry it up with some of the other projects in the space that are trying to do similar things, right? Ultimately, you know, we're most of the projects are sort of following the same sort of lines. Now, for me, you know, they're trying to suggest that, you know, people aren't really sort of taking it seriously, you know, pointing to the point that it's an incredible network growth entering into April 2022. We have seen some huge growth, and I'll come on to that in a moment. But you know, they're talking about like the fact that, you know, Charles Hoskin has stressed with the word major 5 times when describing the importance of the overall network growth in his video on the 12th. And you know, ultimately we have seen huge notable growth, and we'll come on to that in a moment. But yeah, for me, I think terrible journalism. I think it's terrible that ultimately you know, it's just so negative. But yeah, ultimately it is what it is. Haters are gonna hate, right? Snoop Dogg, moving on to something a little bit more positive. Snoop Dogg is going to launch NFT songs on Cardano. You know, really interesting partnership with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. Lots and lots going on, so you know, worth sort of checking that out. I'm going to link this in the description of the video for you to read through at your leisure. I will also drop it in our Discord. Link is in the description. It's free to join Discord. We'd love to see you there. And if you'd like to become a member, we have a Patreon. Again, link is in the description. We do 2 weekly AMAs where you can ask us anything, and project reviews, trading calls, all that sort of stuff. So do check it out. Moving on, and we've got the Charles, the founder of Cardano, offering to build a decentralized social media platform with Elon Musk. So this is basically sort of looking at the fact that Elon Musk has obviously put an offer in to buy Twitter, and if it's rejected, you know, I guess this is a potential opportunity to do something on the decentralized sort of basis. And I think, you know, that would be awesome, right? Really sort of settles the ongoing issues. Do let me know what your thoughts are on this. Again, I think this is fantastic work from Charles to sort of be, I guess, in the news, and sort of keeping Cardano relevant if there's nothing more to it than just, you know, talk. But ultimately, I think they could deliver if they really wanted to do it. And yeah, I think it would be good to see something like that. Let me know if you would like to see a decentralized social media platform built on Cardano with Elon Musk. I think that would be awesome. And let's sort of get onto some of the growth here. So the total value locked is currently at 225.8 million USD. Now we have seen it as high as 323.18, although we've been in this really bad slump for such a long period of time, but we're currently at 225.8 million, down 5.59% in the last 24 hours. MinSwap, can't get my words out, I was going to say MuchiSwap, MinSwap dominance at 51.13, and as you can see, the ecosystem is growing. We will have the likes of NuNet, Singularity DAO, Singularity Net, all sort of joining onto the Cardano ecosystem. Don't forget, there's so many more projects to come. So this is going to grow massively over the coming weeks and months. Now, sort of off the topic of Cardano, but still on the topic of adoption, we are, you know, starting to see murmurs that, you know, the tide is turning on regulation. And you got the CEO of Binance basically talking about it here, you know, with the US and Britain both announcing moves to regulate oversight for basically cryptocurrency. I think this is big. It's something I've been covering quite a lot. It's something that we should all be keeping an eye on. Ultimately, the regulations are going to be really interesting. I'm not so sure that it's really going how I anticipated it in the US, particularly when you look at the likes of Celsius, where now you've got to basically be an accredited investor in order to be able to get a yield on, say, Celsius. I think that's a terrible move. But, you know, I have mentioned on those videos where I'm talking about adoption and regulation that, you know, I don't think they're going to get it right first time. And I think it doesn't really matter over time, I think the wrongs will be corrected and everyone will benefit. But, you know, again, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on this news. I will link all of the media articles that I've been talking about in the description of the video. I kind of want to keep it short and not read through them. But do let me know what your thoughts are on Cointelegraph. I think they need to grow up. You know, be interested to get their views. Maybe they're actually listen. Who knows? And not take it too personally. I'm trying to be as constructive as I can be. So yeah, the reason why I don't like it is new people are going to read it and they're going to believe it, and it's BS. So there we go. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.